on the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, checking in with Coach Heupel before the game, talking to his team, he wants his quarterback to come out slinging it early. He has been so good all season, but he has a chance to go over 3,000 yards today. And while stats don't usually determine the game plan, the coach said we want to rely on him. He's led us this far, and we want to make sure he gets those stats so he's in the conversation for some of the big awards when the season ends. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will go on the attack first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And this offensive line obviously has its strengths, but you're not going to have to look further than that left side. Like, this offense gets a little bit run-heavy to the left for a reason. Left guard, left tackle, the strength of this unit. They work so well together, great individual players. And Palmer, sometimes when you got to...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He might want another play. Run in the red zone. It's Lacey. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Bringing the heat. Gets it out quickly. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
Caught, and he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is that he is committed to running the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. 22. And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial.
Touchdown, Volunteers! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Oh, he's got a chance. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT. Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Bishop. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll try to run for it. Nice move to keep running. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He's got 50 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Might have a chance. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, it's Bishop. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown ball!
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on first down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down.
Gonna let it fly. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Got a man, it's Matthews. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. And you obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker, for the Vols, and they're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it, but developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Haas. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
With the catch, it's Staley. Makes the catch, and he's free. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They get to him as he throws. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. There's a little room there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Finds his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Here's a heat. Got the big paws on him, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. Complete. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. From the gun. Finds his man. It's Davis. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. He understands that the turnovers are the whole story of the first half. They are trailing because of those 2 interceptions from the quarterback. He does have a lot of confidence in this quarterback, but they have depth at the position, a quality backup. Will he go to the backup here in the third quarter? We'll see how they steady the ship here on offense to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Vols decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Running inside, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The sure hands, it's Haas, turning it on, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. And that one's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Off the RPO, complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's caught. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because the ball is going to be in the air a long time. If you can't throw it late, it's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
With the catch, it's Lacey. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 69 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Their lead is down to 10. Moments like this, you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The run inside. It's Bishop. Moving past the 25. Lots of room to run. Just keeps moving. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. That's caught. It's Davis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This game about to be a wrap, and as we check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country, there will be changes next week because a loss like this one this late in the season can really be damaging. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Vols will hustle to the line. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Defense in press coverage. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
It's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got a man. It's Haas. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 scores in the 4th, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense defense tries to get off the field on third down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Rebels are flying down the field.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Rebels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to pound their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Reels it in down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Volunteer. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They go to the counter. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. All game is over. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was enough.